Hi, it's Cindy from Quilters Covered at Ankeny, Iowa, and we are so excited. We are live with Lorelai today. Hi. So if you guys are not familiar with Lorelai, she is a fabric designer, she's an entrepreneur, she's an author, and so much more.
Aww.
So, well, I mean, yeah, I don't even know the more. So we're going to ask her some hard questions today,
I'm nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. But the first thing, and I'm going to have Lorelai tell you about it, is we told you that we would do an unboxing. So we got Lorelai's complete new line of fabric from Northcott, Quilting in Bloom. Am I correct on?
Yes, you are correct.
Okay. And then so tell us a little bit about the fabric line, what your inspiration and that kind of stuff was, would you?
Absolutely.
Good, thank you.
Yes, so I started quilting when I used a long arm for the first time. So I fell in love with long arm quilting. You couldn't tear me away from that long arm quilting machine.
Really?
Exactly.
And so, not to interrupt,
No,
but
you're good.
do you do it yourself, or do you use computerized, or a little both?
It is all free motion. I do some pantograph quilting.
Okay.
But I love the free motion aspect. I love the feeling of moving my machine around on the fabric, and that's where the prints in this collection come from. You can see feathers and swirls, just like what I would do in my long arm quilting.
Okay. Well, you have some talent. So are you self-taught? Did you go to a quilt store and rent one of their long arms or anything like that?
That's a great question. I took classes with Julia Quiltoff and Stacy Spradlin, who are both amazing free motion quilters, and they teach a lot of the techniques. But unfortunately, and it pains most long armers to hear, you have to spend the time with your machine to get the technique down. It was the hardest thing for me to hear as an impatient, I think 14-year-old at the time. I wasn't very patient. But nothing really replaces that time long arming on your machine, and that's where a lot of the intricate designs come from, is that experience.
That's very nice. Oh, we're live. Bye. You just got on our live video. So take another way out, would you? That's my son, in case anybody cared. Obviously, his mother did not teach him well. No, it's no problem.
She's hiding.
Oh, now my cheeks are all red. No, it's all good. So, color palette. Why did you pick this color palette?
I knew that I wanted pink. That was my only criteria going into this.
Favorite color?
Favorite color.
Okay, good.
Absolutely. I'm obsessed with pink, and I knew that's what I wanted going into this.
Okay.
Another one of my favorite colors was blue, and then the red I just thought really popped.
The red is nice.
I wanted that
very
accent
nice
color in there because I didn't want it to be just a bland pink and blue palette. I wanted something with a little pop in there, and that's also where the yellow comes from.
Very nice. Well, and as you know, we buy a lot of fabric, and so when we look at collections, we want your nice kind of tonal backgrounds. We want small scale, we want medium and large.
Absolutely.
And you have done an amazing job to give us everything that we needed.
Thank you. That's so amazing to hear. That was one of my main focuses when developing the line, was I wanted those big, bold prints that make the line special. But because I do so much intricate piecing, and I know a lot of other quilters do as well, I wanted a lot of low volume pieces in there too that accent the collection, but don't take over the quilts.
Well, nice job. Very, very nice job. So, and you know, we've met Lorelai before at Market, and I see you parading your darling outfits, from 6 to 8 tonight, we are doing a live trunk show with a lot of Lorelai's designs and things next door. It is virtual as well, so it's not too late to sign up for the virtual, or if you're not doing anything, run over. You've got, almost an hour to get here. But I'm very excited to hear more in depth about the whole background.
We'll go over everything.
Yay! Oh, good. So I had fun today because we had a lady who pre-ordered, came in with her list of all the fabrics that she wanted. We have a very long list. So I was lucky enough to get to cut it today. The hand on it, beautiful. Why did you go with Northcott?
Northcott makes one of the smoothest fabrics that I know. When you feel the fabric, it just feels high quality.
It does,
And I've also gotten some amazing mentorship from the entire Northcott team. So their head designer, Deborah Edwards, who's an amazing designer, she has really taught me how to go from this abstract idea of a collection in my head to a mood board, to an illustration, to a collection, to approving strike-offs, to looking at all of those things, because there's so much that goes into it that you don't realize until you do it. So the entire Northcott team has been phenomenal in teaching me and leading me through this whole process of development, marketing, everything I need to know about fabric design, and I would not know what the heck I was doing without them.
Well, and that's it, because a lot of us don't know, how does it start? Do you hand draw things? Do you do it on the computer?
A little of both.
Okay,
yeah, it really
that's
depends,
great.
and that's why it's so crazy. There's so many different ways to develop a fabric line, especially today with all of the technology that we have available. There's so many different ways to do things, and they have experts for almost everything on the Northcott team.
Oh, that's good that they're there to help.
Yes.
Well, they and you did a spectacular job. And so as I was cutting it, we decided we would put together this very beautiful fat quarter bundle as well, because you know we love our fat quarters.
Oh, yeah.
But we also have pre-cuts, of course.
Absolutely.
So 10-inch squares, and you've designed some projects
Yes, I
as
have.
well to go with.
Yes.
So this is, I believe, where...
So that one was not designed by me.
No,
I think
I know
I saw,
it wasn't.
I think I saw Echo outside, but I do
Yes.
have three different
we have
quilt
Echo
patterns.
next door. Yeah.
Yes, I've got 3 different quilt patterns that go with the line. You guys, it looks like you carry Echo.
We do.
Is that awesome?
We have Echo.
So we have
Yes.
Echo,
You'll
and
see
then
that tonight.
and that's a much more modern, bold quilt, and it shows off the bold color palette beautifully. I love that quilt.
Which is interesting, because that is a very modern looking quilt,
Yes.
but the prints to me aren't modern looking prints.
Exactly, and that was my goal. I did 3 patterns to go with the line. There's Starry-Eyed, Woven, and Echo.
Okay.
And my goal was to show the versatility of the collection, because as I was making my garments with the collection, I realized just how many things they could be used for.
Yeah.
So Starry-Eyed's a little more classic and charming, Woven's a little more traditional, and Echo is much more modern, much bolder.
Well, I'm excited to see those other patterns. We decided we would make up a kit with Lorelai's fabric
Yes.
too.
Oh, I love that pattern.
And
they
it's
designed
Farmer's
for it.
Harvest.
Yes.
And it is this pretty pattern. So kits are ready to go. Uses the pre-cuts, which we also have the 5-inch squares as well as the 10-inch ones and whatever. So then the other thing, because I know you guys thought this was pretty cool when you came in.
Yes.
Andrea designed another one of her Hexie pillow. Isn't it pretty?
How adorable is
Yeah.
that? Oh my gosh.
Hexie pillow to do, and we do have kits for this as well, and probably we'll throw it in as a class.
Oh, look at the
But-
quilting on that too.
Well, okay, so... Okay, this is a cheat. It's just straight line quilting.
And that's what I love about it, right?
Long arm.
It
And
looks
she's
so
a great long
complicated,
armer.
though.
This is why we like it.
It looks so complex.
It is, and a very, very easy one to do. So we're glad we could show you an idea as well.
And this is one of my first times seeing the collection. I've only seen it I think one other place in pre-cut form. I got the fabrics when I made my projects, and I've seen them on bolt form because I got some bolts for my own projects.
Okay.
But this is one of my first times seeing it in a store, so this is really cool for me.
And it's just so pretty.
It's so amazing to see it on a shelf.
It's
I
so
never could have
pretty.
dreamed this.
Well, I know that's kind of a little bit of a dream come true.
It is.
So how did you get started in the long arm, you said that.
Yes.
But you've sewn since how old?
Since I was 5 years old.
Okay,
And I say that I was not sewing well at age 5. I was very impatient. It was entirely wrong sides together. I was making completely raw seams. I was not finishing my edges. My mom was telling me, I don't think you want to do that, and I wasn't listening.
Well,
No one in my family is super big into sewing, so it was kind of my own path there, and I had to figure things out through trial and error until I got over my stubborn streak and would look at some tutorials. But mostly self-taught with some amazing mentors.
Oh, that's great. Because some of your garments, that's what I think of you when I think of, one of the fashion shows at
Quilted
H&H
fashion, yep.
or what, just amazingly
Thank
beautiful.
you.
And I was hoping but they're all over next door.
They're all on
for
display
you
right
to
now,
show
yes.
off. So you guys will get to see those a little bit later.
Absolutely.
Let me see. What other questions do I have for you?
Ask your hard-hitting questions. Not too hard-hitting, though.
Let's see. Do you have pets?
I do. I have lots of pets.
Okay. No bearing on quilting. But
We've got a list here. So I have my downstairs quilting cat. Her name is Rosie.
Okay.
She was a rescue, and she's very, very arthritic, unfortunately. But she spends her days laying on fabric that falls on the floor, getting treats and belly rubs. So she's happy. We have an upstairs cat, Yogi, an outside cat, Patchwork, named after quilting, of course.
Of course.
And then we have our dog, Biscuit. And I also live with my parents too. They're there.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Then they don't count as pets, so you're parents.
No.
You should not probably say that about them. And then what about, we were just talking about coffee, and you had a certain things you had to Had to have in your
Oh,
coffee.
yes. When it comes to coffee, I say if it's caffeinated, that's good for me. But for the most part, I have to have either like a straight black coffee. I love that in the mornings. And then in the afternoon, I go for something really sweet like a latte. I'm not a huge in-between fan, so like black coffee with a little creamer is not necessarily my thing.
Do it for you.
Not quite. But I love either like a good ground black coffee or a nice sweet latte, almost a dessert at that point.
So she's spoiled, is what it sounds
Pretty
like
much.
on her good coffees. Okay, and last hard question, favorite food?
Oh gosh, favorite food? Coffee?
No, that is not a food.
Doesn't
I knew
count.
she was going to do that.
Sometimes it's lunch. I guess I would have to go with ice cream just because there's so many different ways you can make that and prepare that.
Okay, so obviously she does not have to worry about eating ice cream and lattes and all of this that some of us do. But
well, I work really hard. You know, I'm constantly
You do.
running around my sewing room, so that helps. But I definitely would not recommend my diet to other people.
Okay, well, you're still young.
It's
so
not the best thing for
okay.
me, but you know, we all make bad choices.
We do. We definitely do. But it sounds like in your career and stuff, you are doing amazing things. So at what age did you actually start? Because you got a book, which we have next door, and I should have a copy back here, but I don't. So you've written a book.
Yes.
You've designed fabric. What else have you done?
Well, just recently, and there hasn't been a big announcement of this, I just posted it to my story. I dress that I designed and made was worn by the actor who plays Mary Ingalls on the new Little House on the Prairie reboot. It was just worn to the premiere, and I'm so excited about that. And I'll be posting some photos soon, so don't worry. But that's like the most recent exciting announcement.
Very, very exciting. And Andrea just handed me off camera. Ta-da!
Movie magic!
Okay. And then Landauer for the book. Landauer.
Yes, Landauer Publishing.
And then this has got, I looked through it and there's some great, I feel like I know a lot of stuff, but I went, well, that's cool and that's fun. And it's written for all ages, I found in this one too.
Yes, but what was really important to me when I was making this book was to make it understandable for kids, but not like I'm talking down to young artists. Because when I was starting quilting, either people would leave things out and it would be too difficult for me, or they would kind of talk down to me like I couldn't understand things well enough. And I really wanted to avoid that when I was making this. Another thing that I did that I'm super excited about is there are at least 10 photos per page. Most of the time. You'll find a lot of photos for this book. I was actually going through the photos I took, and it's almost like a stop motion movie with how many photos there are in here. But I'm a visual learner, but I'm also I also like to read when I learn too. Sometimes I go both ways, so it was important to me that the instructions basically tell you when to breathe.
That's good.
It was important they were detailed, and it was important that I had all these photos in here.
Okay, and then lastly, why is the name of your company the name of your company? So tell them what the name of your company is.
The name of my company is Pigs in a Blanket Quilting, and I wish there was a deeper meaning to this, but I've always loved pigs since I was a little girl. And then I thought about the appetizer, Pigs in a Blanket, and I said blanket, quilt, it kind of works.
It does.
My new fashion brand is Lorelai Ray. That one just launched as well.
Excellent. Well, that's why I asked what pet she had, because I thought she was going to tell me she had pet pigs, but I guess
I
not.
wish, yeah. We had cows when I was little for a little while, but my dad knew that if we got pigs, most of the responsibility for that would fall on him. So
Smart man. All right. Well, we are going to call it. Do you have anything else you want to tell our audience? Because we're just so excited to have you.
I'm just so happy to be here.
Okay.
I'm excited to see my collection on a shelf.
I
One
know,
of the first
isn't it
times
fun?
I've seen it.
And a whole bunch of cut fabric sitting on our cutting table, and that's what's going to our customer that pre-ordered. And we've been holding this back and really haven't shown anybody because we really wanted this to be an unboxing.
Excited.
But we're getting tired of opening boxes, so this is now our unboxing. Is it's on a shelf?
Yes.
But there's still time, so run on down. We're over in the classroom. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to record it, so you might see little blurps that Haley's going to post at other times.
Might get a little wild and crazy. I'm warning you.
Oh, yay! We love wild and crazy. We really do. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we're going to see you here for a couple hours and all of our other stuff very soon. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.